What's going on, everybody? Man Cave here again with yet another video for you guys. This time my phone decides to ring and I guarantee you I know who the hell it is. We'll just let that keep going. Okay, now that's done. For those of you who wonder what that ringtone is, that is My Kind of Party from Jason Aldean. Totally new. I'm not sure I did a video on these, which I'm almost positive I haven't, but this is the pair of 1/16 scale brushless VXL Traxxas Summits. Now these ones of course are not like the 1/10 scale. They do not have diff locks, but it doesn't matter because these things are so much fun to run. As you can see on mine, I've got Panther, what are they? These Panther paddles for the rear, and this is running a maxamps 100C 2-cell, and this one is actually running a, I believe it's a Sky Lipo, yeah, Sky Lipo 1300 3-cell. Now these both have the VXL 3M systems in it, and they have the little, well, I can go ahead and pull my body post off because I currently don't have anything rocking it, but this one is actually a lightning fast little rig. Running on just a regular 2-cell battery, this thing cannot stay on the ground. It needs to be weighted very, very badly. It's so freaking, you barely touch the throttle and it's whoop, flip. And in the sand, you just barely gas it. And these are some fairly soft paddles too. I do have RC4 drive Intimidator paddles, which are a lot stiffer. With soft paddles, I can still throw, I think, a 12-foot rooster tail of sand before it flips, and that's at maybe half throttle, if that. This little bastard here with the 3-cell is absolutely ridiculous to try and even keep under control. This one here, as you can tell, I've already started scratching the shit out of it because you know how I drive my things. I don't pussyfoot them. I beat the crap out of them to make sure they're gonna last. But this one here will do rolling backflips, and I've actually even had to do a couple standing backflips on me. It's hilarious to see these little bitty 1/16 scales, which are more like a 110. And I have to say the best feature of these is that these have the standard 12mm hex, so you can fit any 2.2 wheel onto these 1/16s. As you can see, Revo push rods, well, like mini Revo push rods, Revo spec driveline, turnbuckles, everything, just like the e-Revo, the Revo 3.3, the Slayer, the 1/16th slash, the mini, excuse me, mini e-Revo, all of those. So those are like really, really potent vehicles. And then you can see down here, the Rubicon is extremely freaking filthy right now. It is just absolutely dirty. I took it out the other day, and it's been raining like crazy here the past couple days. And we got the Undertaker Wraith up there, the F-150, Showtime, Orange, Dirty Turtle, which you can see I've added some like rust paint to all the areas of the body that was chipped. Down here, still trying to decide whether I'm going to keep or sell this chassis. Probably going to end up selling it. It does need a little bit of work done to it, but it's a great chassis nonetheless. Tundra, the Chop Shop Clod that's now sitting on 2.2 cut slingers. The C10 Truggy, which I'm still working on the Silverado to put on it. Oh yeah, here we go, guys. This is another thing that had been heavily requested, and since I didn't get around to it before in my last video, I'm going to do it this time. I've had a few people have requests for this. This is the RC4 wheel drive Big Dog dual axle 110 scale trailer. Now, as you can see, the first cool part, it has a working landing gear on it, which is pretty freaking cool. The only downfall to it is, unless you're running fairly small tires, you're not going to be able to scale wise back up to it and hook onto it, and you're not going to anyways because you have to pull back this piece here anyways. It's spring loaded. You've got to pull that back and pop it onto the specific black one that comes with it, like a Dinky's balls. The Dinky's ball hitch is too big, won't fit. And inside of this little cap here is your light control. Runs off of a 9-volt battery. Has an on and off switch, toggles. It turns on your side lights and then your back lights. It's either on or off. There's no I mean, I'm sure with some rigging you could probably hook it up to where turn signals and all that work. Mesh deck, dual leaf sprung axles, which is actually pretty nice. In the back here we've got fold out ramps that you have to turn around, take them out. They've got one mitered edge and one edge with a hole in it and a lip here so that you can actually put these on here to load. Now you do have two of them. They slide in here. That's my battery charged. Yeah, I got you, you're charged. These do hang up a little bit as the trailer sits very, very, very low to the ground due to the 155 dirt grabbers, but the rims are awesome looking. As I get this trailer back down to the ground here, I think I'm actually going up with it. Yeah, it's just like the real deal. If you guys have ever been out there and had to try and hook up a freaking trailer and you have to deal with the landing gear, you know the pain. Okay, now that's done, I can flip this thing over. We do have little mini leaf springs, which mine seem to have flattened out already. But other than that, it's actually pretty solid. Oh wow, look at that! I actually managed to bend the rim too. Okay, so there's a con there. I'm sure it's something that can be fixed with a pair of pliers, but still, that's kind of not so good in the craftsmanship department. Other than that, it's actually pretty beefy. I want to make sure I didn't bend any other ones. It seems to be just that one. The fenders, everything's made out of heavy gauge steel, so the only downside to it is the deck isn't really that wide on it. So for those of you who have, say, SCXs that are not sitting track height, just regular track height, you're going to be screwed as far as loading one on the trailer. Because from inside rail to inside rail, you have just under 9 inches. That's across. Now from front to back, you have exactly 16 1/4. Which that right there will fit a standard SCX. The only problem being is that there's not really that many that'll fit that. Now I'm going to use the Rubicon and hopefully it'll fit in there. I don't know. No, it won't fit because of the tires I have on it, but with the pit bulls on it I can get it to fit. As you can see by that, it barely clears the trailer. And you have to have some sort of tie down to keep these things on. But that's a no-brainer. So, Ruby can go over there. The best fit that I've found, believe it or not, so far for it would be something such as a CC01, but not this CC01 because I've actually barely fits with the RC4 WD dually rims. As you can see, this is completely, that's nose up, and you would not be able to drive that on there. And I know I just cleaned my table and now it's got sand all over it again, but that is pretty much you're gonna have to build some custom stuff to go around it. But there is the 110 scale RC4 wheel drive Big Dog trailer. Is it worth $230 shipped right now? Yeah. Does it need maybe a little bit more reinforcing? Yes. But are you getting what you pay for? Yes. It's a very good product considering it's based off of the white bone trailers, and we all know how expensive the white bones were. So I'm gonna go back to cleaning this mess, and there you guys go. Hopefully that was a little hopefully that was informative. You guys learned something about the trailer, and look for some bashing videos of the 1/16th summits, because that's gonna be pretty fun. I'm gonna go out and bash the EXO again. It was fun. Sprayed it down after its first run, and I'm gonna go do it again. So if you like what you see, rate, comment, subscribe, like, dislike, really don't care either way, because you still watched it. Thanks, guys.